Hello, hello. So I thought I would pull out all of my current Spek Customs to just kind of show you guys the covers really quick. And if you have any questions, you can feel free to ask, so stay tuned. This is it. This is all I currently have for Spek Customs. Does it seem like a lot to some people? Maybe. But for me, this seems crazy that I literally only have 4 left. And why is that? Well, I had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 other ones that were all ringed planners, and I just came to that decision in my life that my planner piece was bound books, whether they be Hobonichi Weeks, Stologies, or Nanami Cafe Notes, or whatever it may be that I decide to use during that time. But bound books are my jam. Absolutely love rings, have nothing against rings. I think they're beautiful. They serve a wonderful purpose. Yes, can you cut the holes to make the pages come in and out easy like a happy planner? Absolutely. But for me, that really wasn't where my issue fell in. My issue fell in where the rings were. When I was writing, I always felt like I needed to open up the rings and take the paper out and do what I needed to do. And that just kind of drove me nuts. Where I'm happy is truly just opening the book to the page I need and writing. And having all this space for my hand, for my big fat writing, it just is what makes me happy. And you do you, and I'm gonna do what works for me. All of our brains work a little bit differently, and that's a wonderful thing, because that just means each of us are bringing different gifts to the table. So with that being said, I don't want to get on too much of a bunny trail, but I figured I would just kind of show you guys these Specs that I do have, that I have kept. So these two, as you know, these two are both for the Hobonichi Weeks. Now these are custom codex designs. They're both in the mega size. The only difference here, and you can kind of see it looking at them side by side, is one is definitely taller than the other one. Let's just do it like this. So one is taller than the other one, and I did that on purpose. I made this one taller so that it would accommodate a slightly larger book in the back, okay? So let me show you, because I get a lot of questions about this. So you can, how do I do this so that you guys can kind of see both of them? How about that? Okay, so you can kind of see like where the Hobonichi book falls. Let me get this up here and here in the regular standard lineup. Okay, so let's look really close. So it fits. It's a nice snug fit, but it definitely, it does slide in and out fairly easily, but you're going to have a hard time putting a cover on this if you choose to have your book that way, okay? Now, I have this particular book, the front and the back is in, so it's not a big deal for me, but, excuse me, this book originally, or this cover, when I was originally using it, I was using the clear cover uncover for this week's. And so I really wanted there to be more room. So see, when I heightened it, now there's more play with the book. So you can kind of see, so I can fit a cover on this one with absolutely no problems whatsoever. and there's no problem. Now, I'm not using one right now for this one, so, you know, I don't have one in here. I do have this second book, and I did also put strings in this one, so you can see the rivet holes. So this one is also wider. So this is the standard. The pink Hortensia is the standard. And then this is Inno Blue Ostrich is definitely a good bit wider. So what did I do? Well, I have this one. Let's see, it's a bit faded, but we will do our best to figure it out. All right, so we're looking at probably about 15, 16 millimeters wider for this one. So I did that so that I could accommodate a second notebook. And there's actually 2 string holes, top and bottom here. So I could technically put a few books. So, and then I actually did much different bookmarks because love Spek, but I cannot stand their leather bookmarks. They drive me nuts because they're stiff and they take forever to break in. So I did, at request, I asked for ribbon bookmarks instead. So there you go. I got ribbon bookmarks, and anybody can do that. It's obviously, I don't know why, but it's a little bit more money to do the ribbon bookmarks versus the regular, but you know, when you ask for a custom, everything's more money. So that's just how it goes. This is all kind of falling off of here. So it does have the standard pockets here and there, and standard pockets on the side, and standard in the back as well, with the big back pocket. Currently, this one is housing my Hobonichi Weeks. That is just my guide for the construction projects that I have. I've shown this in the past. I basically just kind of use it as a timeline, and I will tell you, any of y'all like weddings, babies, building a house, any of that stuff, this is a great idea, you guys, because if you write all of your stuff on a daily basis, then you can go back. So I had to go back and find out when a certain test was done, and I had written it down, and bam, there you go. I didn't have to dig for all the paperwork because it was right there. And so then my Hobonichi Weeks here for my Mega is my on-the-go planner. I use this one regularly for like making more doctor's appointments and so on and so forth. Really haven't had a whole lot of appointments for work lately. I mean, not work, for home. So yeah, so that's that. So they are definitely a little bit different. That just kind of shows you like different customs that you can do for the codex. But yeah, so this one's just a little bit taller and it is a little bit wider overall. I love them both. I'm using this one right now to give my Ostrich Inno Blue a bit of a break because it's starting to get dark with patina. And I've told you guys in the last video, I'm not a huge fan of my leathers getting dark. So I'm giving it a break so that it doesn't look janky. So, okay. So then these are the other 2 that I have. These are B6 Customs. These are not B6 codexes. Again, like I said in my last video, they now have the B6 codex that will fit your stology with no problem. But that wasn't the case when I had these 2 made. You can see the difference here a little bit. And you can see it more like this, that one is definitely, there we go, a little bit wider than the other. It's not like leaps and bounds. It's literally just it's like millimeters, literally. I can't even remember how much, but not much. It's maybe like 5 millimeters difference or something, but it does definitely look a smidge more square if you look at this one versus this one. The color for the tapestry is definitely coming off darker than it is. It's just a hard one. There you go. That's it. That's the color. This is a hard one. Like when it's away, the glare makes it look a lot darker, but when you do get it closer to the light, that is definitely closer to the color. So this is Tapestry Gray, and this one was made in a 30mm standard without rings. This is the burnt pink in the 25mm standard without rings. So I'll let you guys see the front and back. This is just, you know, with the Ostrich X, it's really cool because you just get like such different variations. And Ostrich X is really my favorite as far as I just love the coloration and the softness of the ostrich. I've been asked that too, like what's the draw? Well, ostrich is very soft. So, and I mean, it is a durable leather. It patinas, and some people absolutely love patina. I am not some of those people. I like my leather to look new, and so when it patinas, I'm like, oh, well, there's nothing I can do about it except sell it and buy a new one. So, but there you go. So, inside configuration, I don't think I did anything. No, I did. I'm lying. Okay. The only thing that I did different between these two is this. I got no bookmarks in these whatsoever because I got them in my, in this one and realized as much as I like the different types of bookmarks, I just don't like bookmarks, period. So I'd rather just do something like a divider or a tab or whatnot. So in this one, what I did was I opted for less card slots, and I made these two pockets here and here the same height. Yeah, I saw another YouTuber that did it and I was like, me, why not? Would I do it again? Nah. Because honestly, okay, just as an example, so I have a washi card in here and I can put a washi card in here. It doesn't really make a difference if it's taller or if it's not. Same thing with a business card. If I was putting a business card in here, it fits the same as it would fit in here. It just hides more here. So honestly, yeah, I wouldn't bother spending the money to do that again. Wrong one. So yeah, so it is what it is. So yes, so that's really it. And I just did the standard with this one. I did do a big back pocket. I always do a big back pocket for a couple of reasons. One, if it's something that I decide, you know what, I'm gonna go with such and such instead of this. Like this one is still, I like the color, I do, but I'm still on the fence with this one. So I bought this one to try and force myself into some more neutral-ish colors, and it's not working because I'm like, I love the pink, and to me this is sort of a neutral-ish pink, but I love this one and I love this one, and they're bright and they're beautiful. And then when I look at, let me see if I have, yeah, I do, I have them right here. Hang on. When I look at these, which I've done the video kind of showing these, when I just say I'm going to pick ostrich, okay, we'll skip this aside. So say I'm going to pick ostrich. When I look at this color palette, myself, my eyes go towards this and this and this and this, just like the bold and the bright and the beautiful colors. That's where I'm happy. This is kind of like still pretty, but I'm like, meh. So I really do. I tend towards these bold, bright, beautiful colors, and no idea. I'm still, you guys, I'm 100% clueless on what I would do for next year. Totally 100% no idea whatsoever. Love this color. Love this color. This one's growing on me. But this one's probably a little bit too bright for me. And I actually like the wheat, believe it or not. I think if I had gotten the wheat instead of Tapestry Gray, maybe I would have been okay with it. The only problem with this one is, for me, is that it's a bit light, and I would be worried that it would be dingy and gross looking. So yeah, but who knows? So I do love it, but it's a bit dark for me, and I know that that's totally somebody's jam. And yes, I did put pops of color on the inside, and I do like that about it. So I don't know. We'll see. Haven't decided, can't do anything about it yet. Wouldn't sell it until I could replace it, because I use this for my sermon notes and my prayer request stuff, and it's super important in my life. And so I definitely can't replace it until I know for sure what I would want to do, which probably won't be till next year. So okay, super chatty once again, but there you go. There's my 4 Vander Speks that I currently have. All my other ones were sold because they were all ring planners, and I just had to part with them because I just wasn't giving them the use that they deserved. And yeah, so this is what I have for right now, and maybe down the road I will get some more customs, and obviously I will keep you guys in the loop, but just kind of wanted to share these ones with you so that you could take another look and see what I have done, and maybe that will help you make some decisions on what might work better for you. So anyway, like and subscribe. Feel free to comment below. I will tell you, questions and conversation works a lot better for me on Instagram, just because it takes a while for the comments to come through on YouTube. So if you have a time-sensitive question, just jump over to Instagram if you have an account and send me a message there, and I'm usually answering you guys within a few hours. But anyway, I will talk to you later, and thanks for watching. Bye.